leading presidential candidates with their supporters stormed the Arewa capital in a test of strength, hurling verbal missiles at each other. Presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress (APC), Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, fired the first salvo when he asked his People's Democratic Party (PDP) counterpart Alhaji Atiku to step down and endorse him, Tinubu, ahead of February 2023 poll. Speaking on October 17, when he met with northern leaders under the umbrella of Arewa Joint Committee for an interactive session, Tinubu asked Atiku to reciprocate the gesture he gave to the former vice president when he contested for the presidency in 2007 under the Defunct Action Congress (AC) by dropping his ambition and endorsing him. The meeting was part of a wider interaction with selected presidential candidates to discuss their plans for the region ahead of the general elections. Tinubu's appearance came 2 days after Atiku engaged in a similar interaction with the northern leaders. The interactive session held at the Arewa House in Kaduna. He said, "From the late Shehu Yaradua, I'm standing before you saying this. Even my greatest rival Atiku met me with Yaradua. He was just out of custom at the time. Ask him to go and read the civil service regulation." They asked him questions. "How did you make money?" He said, "From selling cars." "Can you as a civil servant be involved with other trade and businesses? You have attracted disqualifications and you don't deserve to compete with others. Nuhu Ribadu was on our platform. I supported Atiku Abubakar in 2007 then. Don't blame me if I ask for a payback period. It's payback. Let him endorse me now instead of him conducting rally around Kaduna while I'm talking to you people here." Tinubu also said if elected, he would ensure that Nigeria promotes rule of law, like he did in Lagos. "When I assumed office in 1999, I returned Lagos to a state of law and order and rule of law. One of the candidates running against me lives in Lagos. That is Peter Obi. If you ask Atiku, where is your other valuable asset? He will say he has one at Madonna Street, Lagos. Under my leadership, the military will receive much-needed injections to strengthen personnel and reinforce them with the best equipment. No inch of this country's boundary will be yielded to ragtag bandits," he said. The host governor, Nasiru El-Rufai, said that he would have retaliated against what the former Anambra State governor and presidential candidate of Labour Party, LP Obi, did to him when he visited the state to monitor an election. In his remarks to the Arewa leaders, El-Rufai alleged that Obi put him under house arrest for 48 hours in Anambra during the state's by-election. He said he would have also arrested the former governor, who would be in the state for his presidential campaign in the next few days, stressing that he has the first mechanized division of the army in Kaduna that could carry out the arrest. He, however, said he would not arrest Obi because Northerners are civilized people. But Obi replied saying he does not have a hand in the Kaduna governor's trial in 2010. Obi said El-Rufai may have been stopped because his motive for coming to Anambra on election day was unclear. "What His Excellency Governor El-Rufai said about me has been brought to my attention. I believe that as we grow older and are saddled with more responsibilities, we are expected to become circumspect in our thinking and avoid recklessness in our speeches. I am aware that during the said election he referred to, security agents merely restricted his movements because he had no business in Anambra, as I would not have been anywhere in Kaduna on the election day." Obi, who was also in Kaduna on Monday, October 17, to honor Arewa leaders' invitation, paid a visit to controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi at his residence alongside his running mate, Dati Baba Ahmed. He said turning Nigeria around will require 3 core banks: Bank of Agriculture, Bank of Industry, and Bank of Infrastructure, which will make funds easily accessible to SME startups and individuals. On his part, the Islamic cleric advised Obi to sustain the movement he started among young Nigerians beyond 2023. Beyond the 2023 elections, don't let the movement you have started to end, Gumi said. At the Arewa Forum, Obi said he was disturbed by the nation's dwindling fortunes, lamenting that Nigeria is qualified to be referred to as a failed state. He said when a country is no longer in control of the economy and security, such a country is nothing but a failed state. He, however, promised that if elected president in 2023, he will positively change the narrative. According to him, Nigeria is not bereft of ideas, but institutional weaknesses and lack of political will has affected genuine change that would have bettered the lives of average Nigerians. On the insecurity ravaging the country, he said, once jobs are created and youths are gainfully engaged and made productive, insecurity would be reduced to the barest minimum and will no longer be lucrative, adding that security agencies will be adequately equipped to handle all forms of insecurity in the country. Atiku received more flags over his comments that what the Northern need is a Northerner, not an Igbo or Yoruba person as next president of Nigeria. Meanwhile, the PDP flag bearer has vowed to end the era of misrule by the President Muhammadu Buhari administration and rid the nation of terrorism if elected. Atiku spoke to the mammoth gathering of PDP rally in Kaduna on October 17, where he also pledged to revive the dead manufacturing industries in Nigeria and the Kaduna textile firms. Speaking at the rally, which took place at the Ranchers Bay Stadium, he commended the people of Kaduna for giving him the highest number of votes in 2019 and vowed to take the issues concerning Kaduna serious if the people vote en masse and ensure he wins the 2023 election. As Nigeria counts down to the 2023 elections, more of such clashes are expected between the three leading presidential candidates. Who among them eventually carries the day remains to be seen. From Lagos, this is Peace Sumabuko, News Express Nigerian Television.